Okay, so Nina from yesterday. Nina, this is your reading, so we're going to timestamp, and you just wanted to know general messages for December detailed reading. Now, you actually paid a couple of dollars extra. I do know that you were using SUPACHAT, and you paid the $15 US, but it actually come out as, I think it was $17 US. So what I'm going to throw on the end of this, you don't need to do anything about it. I'm going to throw on the end of it like a yes and no star sign thing. I can't remember if you told me your star sign or not, and I can't get back to the email right now. I'm pretty sure you didn't say anything in the email about star sign, and I can't remember what was said yesterday. There was just too much going on. Anyway, so Nina, we're doing a detailed plus a yes, no at the end of it. So we'll do 2 yes and no's at the end of it. So you get 2 yes and no's, or 2 energy readings within the detailed reading, and then you get 2 kind of yes and no readings at the end of it that I'm tagging on. So you're going to get 4 questions in your reading. Okay, so I've swapped my watch over because I've got a burn here, and yeah, it's really itchy and everything. So anybody that's joining us, this first reading is a paid reading from yesterday. So it's going to be time stamped. I'm going to start it at 3 minutes just to give me time to get everything organized. Just move that out the way. Just put this up here and put this one over here. Righty. Okay, got my little cove all sorted out here. Actually, we'll start at 2:30 for you. Let me just get this set up. Okay, so I'm going to have to repeat all of that anyway. We'll start it at 2:30. Okay, so Nina, this is your reading, starting at 2 minutes and 30. So this is for a detailed reading, what's coming towards you over this period and going into December, like what can you expect. You didn't stipulate whether you wanted love, romance, money, finance, pregnancy, relationships, whatever. So I'm just going to blurt it out there with whatever I see. And then if you're watching right now, good. Let me know that you're here. Just say, I'm here, I'm watching. If you're not, and you're watching this delayed later on, well, so be it. So at the end of the reading, because you said you paid $15 US, when I looked at the conversion of what you actually ended up paying, you paid an extra $2 or $3 on top of that. So at the end of this reading, the normal reading, you get a detailed reading for 10 minutes. I set the clock for 10 minutes. I won't stop dead on the 10 minutes. Then we'll do whatever we're up to in the reading. Then we'll do 2 energy readings. Now, what I mean by an energy reading is, just a quick example, how's things going to go on the weekend for my husband in the snooker tournament? How's things going to go? Is he going to win? Is he going to win? So I've got a yes and no, and I'm doing an energy reading, okay? So how's my husband going to go in the snooker tournament this weekend? Okay, so he's finding his balance. His energy reading, and a yes and no would be he's got 4 yeses and 1 maybe and 1 no. So that would be a yes. The energy around it is balance. He's got 2 women coming out on the weekend, so I don't know who the other female is. But this is sort of like usually about support and the 2 women looking at each other, so they're thinking about doing things and all of that. He's got the Sun, which is the favorite card, and then we've got the Bear, which is the strength, the support, and all of that. The direction dropped out, so that's an energy reading. Okay, he had the Sly Fox there, but that can be stuff about being quick. Being fast, because we're talking about sport and stuff like that at the moment. So let's set the clock for your reading. We'll do detailed messages for now through to December. My other Nina, if you're online watching right now, this is for Nina, paid reading at the moment, detailed reading, and she'll get 2 energies at the end of it, but she'll also get 2 more for that extra couple of dollars that was on there, okay? But I've just got to work it out. With what you paid, there is 1 extra reading. So 1 extra yes or no, what I just did, the example, okay, Nina? So let's go. Nina that paid, not Nina that's my moderator. It's getting confusing with the 2 Ninas. I'll call you Mama B, the other Nina, that's my moderator. That will help while I'm doing this. All right, here we go. Nina's detailed reading. I'm going to put 2:30 because I've explained all that stuff before we started. All right, show me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Show me what's coming towards Nina between now and December. Nina that paid me yesterday, what's coming towards her now and December? What does she need to know? What's happening? What's the messages? What does she need to know right now? So we're doing 3 rows of 5. Now normally I would turn the camera, I can tilt it down a little bit. Normally I'd turn it right down, but I just don't want to touch that thing too much. I don't want it going all artsy fartsy. All right, so your first row, see? All right, hopefully that doesn't do that again. Let me just pause. All right, that's paused. Let me just plug power into this thing so it doesn't do its little silly stuff, what it was just doing. Where is the lead? Where's my power lead? Is this it? Nope. Is this one it? Yep, this is it. Just get power. Okay. Just get that into the power block. Make sure this thing doesn't die while I'm using it. I don't know why it does that. It's supposed to... I think it's something to do with that I'm not using the features of the phone linked to the gimbal. Anyway, let's restart the clock and we'll start from the beginning. Okay, because I haven't read anything yet. Okay, so Nina, here we go with your first part of your reading. What messages does Nina need to see? Well, this first area can represent your past. It can represent any kind of challenge that you may have been facing. So we're going to look at this in a couple of ways because you've got 2 things here. You've got something to do with the relationship and love and romance. You do have 3 things actually. You've got something to do with work and money and support. And you've also got something to do with a health-related matter in a good way. Now you do have, before we go any further, you do have somebody in spirit that's been trying to connect with you, and these numbers represent something to this person. We have, hey there, Meh, welcome back. Yeah, this has something to do with this person that's in spirit for you, Nina. 8, 16, and 24. Also, we have 3 and 6, and that's it. Okay, so those numbers mean something, and these months mean something. March and August. So you are being messaged from the other side. Now, I'd have to say that it's from more than one person. Because we do have a strong male energy here, but we also have a very vibrant, strong female energy, and then we have a young energy as well. So it could be a child, it could be a baby, it could be a best friend, but yeah, so there's energies around you. So they're trying to give you messages. So if you're sitting watching television and suddenly somebody that you know that crossed over, their name's on the screen, or you're in a restaurant and somebody mentions about the favorite food and it happens to be that person's food. They're trying to reach out to you. They're trying to get you to notice something. Okay, so let's get back to the first part of the reading. This could be your past or present. We've got some kind of connection between you and this gentleman here. Now, I'm not aware of how old you actually are, Nina, but this character here, if we look at ages, the Queens, who knows? The Queens could be anywhere from a baby right through to 100 years old. But with the King, the energy represented there is usually somebody that's over 35, 40, 50, 60, whatever. Now, he's showing up having discussions with you. See how we've got a 7, we've got a nice surprise sitting in here. So I don't know if this just happened. I don't know if some supportive male, he could be a lawyer, he could be a police officer, he could work in the military, he could have some kind of government role. He may even just be a government worker and nothing really to do with you, but he's been supporting you with something. There's some sort of nice surprise coming towards you. It's something you've been planning. Now, I feel there's some kind of movement going on here. Now, in relation to work, this would be moving into a new job. Surprise, you've got the job. It may be, as I said, something government or something medical or both. So if you're working in a public hospital, public hospitals are owned by and run by the government. So it could be something like that, okay? The other way of looking at it is this is something to do with financial work, working in a bank, working in the stock market, real estate, all of these sort of things. Thank you, Meh. I can see that you've made a donation there. A mini, just write that down. Yeah, so this is good news here. Now, I did mention a health-related matter. This would be the doctor. This would be something hereditary, and this would be making changes in the right direction. Now, you do have a male sitting here, female doctor. I'm wondering whether it's got something to do with thyroid or hormones or hormone levels or something like that. It could be the person that crossed over, that's what they died of as well. But yeah, basically, when I look at this as challenges, if we took it as a challenge, I see that the challenge is about you changing your direction. Change where you live, change the job that you work in, change the career path that you're on, or changing your romantic situation. Having a look at your options. Who do you want to be with? Is this person going to move on with you? Now, it's all red, which means whatever the challenges are that you're facing, there's no problem there. It should work out. All right, so that's the first section. The second section is sort of like what's around you right now, what sort of things you're contemplating, what you want to do. Now, first up, we've got an invitation here. We've also got somebody that annoys the hell out of you. This can be a grown man that's acting like a child. It can actually be a child that's causing confusion or frustration. The reason I say that is we've got this black 5 sitting right here. Now, this can be indicator with somebody on the other side, and sorry to chop and change, but as it comes in, I've got to get it out. This can be, when I mentioned about somebody on the other side, this can be somebody that died in a car accident. Okay, so there may be somebody trying to come through and reach you and give you messages, which if you want a reading on that, we'll go to that another time. We'll do another donation. But yeah, this is usually arguments, frustrations with either somebody that acts and needs to grow up, somebody that's taking too long to get something sorted. It also can represent somebody that's going to be lying to you or hiding something. Now again, it looks like things work out for you because you've got double eights, and then you've got this ace of spades here. This is telling me, again, with somebody in spirit, a head injury. So it may be car accident, head injury, somebody trying to come in. It may be two separate people. One died from something to do with their head, dementia, brain cancer, whatever. The other person was car. Okay? So here with this double eights, this is frustration. And then this is basically like where you go on a journey and you really, really fit with what you're doing. Now, work related, this could be an opportunity where you feel disappointed that you didn't get what you want. but you didn't get what you want because something better is coming. A better offer is coming. This would be working with people that frustrate you, that hide things, that are not talking or whatever. This would be working with people that you fit with and being really happy and basically like having a party. While I'm talking about a party, there's an invitation I feel that you can't get there. You weren't invited. The plane ticket, the plane's not going that day, whatever. I feel like this is a delay in something you wanted to go to, but you will end up going to some kind of celebration. This is normally a birthday party or some kind of reunion kind of thing. It also could be a gathering of family. We are leading into Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year and all of those sorts of things. So I feel like you're going to be having a lot of bliss, basically, with this, Nina. Now, let's get to the last row. The last row is potential outcomes or what might be coming towards you. That might be a challenge or it might be fantastic. Again, we're starting the reading with travel, invitations. I feel like a lot of stuff to do with jobs and transitioning going on with applying for a new job, maybe getting disappointed. This would not be disappointing. This would be accepting the new job or going on the new journey, hopping on that plane, whatever this is. In regards to love, there hasn't been much love, romantic sort of stuff coming out. We do have third-party stuff here. So I don't know if you're involved in a relationship where you've already got somebody and you're talking to somebody outside of that, or whether you're single and you're talking to somebody that's not single. But I'm feeling a conflict of interests here, where this should be these two cards with some kind of a number 2 in red and the two people together going on a journey. But there's some kind of conflict involved with this moving forward. The other way of looking at it in a health-related matter, this would be somebody very healthy and fit and everything. There's some kind of possible hereditary thing here, but also something to do with all of the pelvic area of the body, okay? So anything that under the lungs, including your esophagus going down, anything in here, there could be a little issue there. I feel that it would have something to do with, you might have been taking a supplement and you didn't go to a doctor or a specialist or a naturopath. You just did some research or somebody else was taking it and saying, hey, take this fixed me up. Maybe you need to go and get clarification on what you're taking and what you're putting in your mouth. The other thing, I think you may be going on some kind of health kick over the coming weeks. Hey there, Chris. This is a reading for Nina from yesterday and the buzz is going. So now what we're going to do is, that's that part. Now what we're going to do, we're quickly going to look at some tarots and then we're going to do that energy reading I talked about at the beginning, Nina. I've timestamped this, Chris. Can you please go to the comments section and timestamps 2 minutes and 30 seconds Nina's reading. I will be linking it to her and telling her in an email, but in case she gets online, she can go back to that. All right. Nina, this is messages for you, what else you need to know. We didn't have anything to go by, like you didn't tell me what you wanted to know about. So we're just general messages, what comes out. What else does Nina need to know about what's coming towards her over the coming weeks and going through December? Okay, again with somebody on the other side trying to connect with you, and with an 8 again. So there's somebody very strong on the other side trying to come in. I am getting a young energy here as well. So maybe it was somebody that was here and bang, they were gone. So what's coming towards you? We've got something finally coming to a close for you. Something is over, it's dead, it's finished. You're branching out, you're releasing yourself from a bond or a job, whatever it may be. You also may be dealing with Scorpio during this month ahead. If you are Scorpio yourself, it's just more focus on yourself. Now, there will be some conversations, some talk, a lot of heavy duty work here and planning going on over the coming weeks. Now, you are being watched. If you look at the symbol here, this would be you, represent you. This would be the conversations and the work and the planning. This would be somebody else observing what's going on here. So somebody else is sort of, it's like that third party thing where somebody's interfering in the journey. The other thing is a lot of hard work, but it will pay off. This is enjoyment as well. We do, when I said it's got something to do with 8, August and 16, this is why. We got double 8 sitting here. This is basically work and money. So I feel like something transitions and then everything's smooth sailing here. It's like working out a plan and everything finally starting to show benefits or profits. So congratulations if it's a new job or a new career path or a new form of study. You might be going to uni or college or something like that. As I said, I don't know how old you are as to what this all means. And one thing I forgot to mention in that previous part of the reading, the poker deck, the double 3s can represent fertility. So it can be something about fertility problems and then sorting it out and being pregnant as well. But it's on the horizon. There was no 9s to sort of say that it was pregnancy. Okay, bottom of the deck, just final messages, and then we'll get on to the energy thing to finish up. We have the 10 of Pentacles here. I feel like there's going to be a gathering, celebration. You may even be going to a wedding. There may be some kind of presentation coming up as well. Job well done, earning your certificate, retiring from one job, moving into a different career path. You do have travel showing up in both decks, so you've got a travel and an opportunity here. Now, you do have something about bringing that barrier down. This is where somebody's standing there and they're stubborn and they're saying, I want it this way, I want it this way. It was in reverse, so I do feel that either you're going to be working on somebody to pull that barrier down and make new plans, or somebody's going to be trying to get your barrier down. Okay? So as promised, let's do the energy reading and one yes and no tagged on the end of that. And thank you for the donations yesterday. In future, if you please, if you've got PayPal, please use PayPal. And it's only $12 for a detailed reading in PayPal instead of, what you ended up paying. All right, so this is for Nina. This is 2 energy questions, or it's 3 really. So think of 3 subjects, and I'll give you the energy around the subject, and then at the same time, think of 3 yes and no questions, and I'll try and give you a yes and no. So I'm going to put 3 out on the table. 1, 2, 3. First question, first subject. Second one. 1, 2, 3. And last one. Energy reading for Nina. And Chris, you're probably thinking, wow, this is like 20 minutes long. I didn't actually start the reading till into it. I was explaining what was happening because this is a new subscriber, new donation. All right, so your first question, we'll do the yes and no's first. First question is a definite yes. Second question is a probably, definitely yes, again, probably. And the last question is a maybe. Okay, we're going to give a maybe on the last question. It all depends on your follow-up. The energy around your first circumstance, your first question, is very, very positive. Your second circumstance is once you get some secrets out of the cupboard, once you find out something, then it's positive. The last one, there's some hidden things, there's some more observation that needs to happen. So we'll just go through it. Last things, messages for December. You've got something finally arriving. It could be a message, it could be a job, it could be an invitation. You've got happy home and contentment. You've got travel showing up. So this is the 3rd time you've got travel in this reading today. Now this can be where somebody's hiding something or you're hiding something. Again, with some kind of invitation to go to a wedding, a party, a celebration of some kind. If you've got a wish in your heart, a wish coming true here. We do have something to do with something hidden again. So sometimes when this comes out, there might be things forever unknown. We do have a soulmate connection sitting right here. It can be being dedicated to what it is you want to do. I'm just going to turn that away from that screen. And last card for the day is, this is about the Tower. Now, if you read anything to do with tarot cards, forget about the tarot card and the Tower. That particular tower is where you climb to a vantage point and you basically spy on something. So it can mean that somebody's watching you, because you did have that energy before in the reading, or it can mean that you're going to be watching somebody and looking at their Facebook or working something out. Anyway, thank you for the donations yesterday. Sorry we didn't get it done yesterday, and let's move on. Meh has made a payment. Let me just check if her question's in here. So Meh is up next. I don't have a question for Meh. Meh, can I please have your question? I don't know where Nina is. She was talking to me. She's come up with a bit of an issue with financial situation and her resident, where she's going to live and all of this sort of thing. I might talk to you, Chris, later, because I don't know what you know about legal matters, but I do know you work with, I don't know if it's medical matters or whatever, but I feel like there might be something she can do about what they've said to her. Anyway, that's a personal thing, and I'll talk to you and ask you some questions later about that, Chris, if you can help out. You know, you might have a phone number or something she can do about it. But yeah, basically there's been some money, and then, yeah. Anyway, I won't talk about it now. Meh, I just need your question, please. Did you put it up before? Oh, no, you haven't. There hasn't been much text in the room. I wonder where my, where is my Stream Elements? Stream Elements is not coming up, is it? So when is your last day of the training, Meh? The last question I did for you was about this training and all of that. Anyway, let's work on that. Good news for Meh. I'm going to focus on your name in my head, because I know you don't like it being on here. I think you're Capricorn, aren't you? I'm going, what good news is coming? What good things are coming towards blah, your name? Okay. You've got a nice surprise coming. I've got the hiccups again. Every day hiccups. Sometimes 3 times a day. Pineapple. Okay, a bit of a mixed match. Your first row out is showing me a nice surprise coming. So this could be traveling, it could be an invitation, this could be romantic, coming from somebody about a romantic connection with somebody. It also could be a job, sealing the deal and everything like that. But this is really, really good, because this is a card that represents you going like this, and you're going in a good way, not not like that. So yeah, this is good news coming. It's got something to do with a final contract or a commitment of some kind. It's also got some kind of movement card here and travel backwards and forwards. It literally could be, this is someone saying, hey, do you want to be with me? Do you want to go on a journey? Let's do something solid. It could be somebody saying, hey, I'm going to travel to Spain. Do you want to come with me? Yeah, so there's some kind of invitation here, and it's very happy, very good. It's also a gift. There's something, possibly some money coming through or something. Now the next row starts off where this can represent jealousy, maybe not you being jealous of somebody, but somebody being jealous of you. I'm just going to stand up because I'm getting circulation cut off in the back of my legs here. Yeah, and I've got skinny legs, so yeah, so this can be discussions with somebody and getting really frustrated with them and feeling like shouting at them, but you're not saying anything. It also can represent somebody being very jealous at the moment. In regards to health-related matters, this could mean that something you're eating or something you're doing is actually making you not well. It's telling me that you will change that. You will turn that around. Now, the other way of looking at these is you're not sick, you're pregnant. Now, maybe not you, maybe somebody else, but this can represent somebody who's either had trouble being pregnant, doesn't want to be pregnant, whatever. This would be fertility here. And then lastly, it can just represent not finding the right kind of person and then a new friendship coming in. It can be sexual energy as well, okay? Up and down with sexual energy. Bottom of the pile, your last part of the reading, we have forced changes are on the horizon to do with what you want to do. So this would be about your study, your learning, your job. So you're wanting to reconnect with the past, but there's forced changes. There's a change of the way you think and the way you do things, and there's some kind of official thing here. I feel this is to do with possibly doing another course of study. I know that you've just finished and you're going into a job, but this could be something else that you're going to be doing, and it's more like this would be an official building. This would be a college, a university, a school, could even be a hospital or anything like that. Now, you do have cards here that represent possibility of a relative that hasn't been well. They may need forced changes in their life, and they may need to go to hospital for a little while. I know you wanted some positive messages, but this is what I'm getting. Bottom of the deck is nice. Bottom of the deck is showing an ending to some kind of connection that's been giving you a struggle. So let's say that the threes that I've seen before was somebody that's been annoying you, or somebody that's been doing something that's upsetting you. The three would be representing a new bond, the Three of Hearts, and then this would be cutting off somebody, just saying, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Then you've got happiness and stability coming. So your black seven's turning into a red seven, and then you've got the black four, which is structure and stability. So I feel whatever the ups and downs are, particularly the downs, a health-related matter, a friendship-related matter, a work-related matter. Now, you do have a very, very positive work-related and study-related matter coming out straight away. And bottom of the deck, you have a finishing of the reading being really good. So the plans you're making, some of them may have to be changed. You're not going to like it at the time, but then you're going to go, wow, I'm glad that happened because now I've got this, okay? All right, so thank you for the donation. We'll quickly do 3 from the top and 3 from the bottom of the Lenormand deck for you. I want you to think about a situation for an energy reading from the top, and from the bottom, I want you to think of a question. It'll also be an energy reading, but just think of a, Nina, can you do that photo thing for me, please? If it's necessary. If it's not, don't worry about it. Okay, just to finish off for you, Meh, here we go. So energy reading, just more messages for you, beautiful. Soulmate connection. Now this can be a soulmate to your job, a soulmate to a best friend, or it can be a love-related matter. We again have something to do with a baby here. So maybe your sister's pregnant, going to find out she's pregnant, having a baby. I'd have to say it's a baby boy for whoever it is. But yeah, this is soulmate connection, happiness, stability. This is also a new beginning for you, something really good. And this is you applying and getting information and things going your way. So I really like the energy on whatever it was you were thinking about there. If you wanted a yes or no on that, that's a yes. Bottom of the deck, we have a heavy burdens around you, but you have everything you need to move forward. You've got the sun coming out. And you also are going to be looking more closely about what it is you want, because you've got news following this. Something you've been waiting for is coming towards you. Anyway, Meh, that was you. Let me just scroll back. I thought, was that Nita? Okay, Nita. I thought it was Nina from yesterday. But yeah, okay, so moving on to, I'll just write at the top here that Nina was 2 minutes 30, so I can email her reading. All right, and then we did Meh. And now we got Chris. Chris with a detailed reading. And then after that, we've got Nita, a general reading. I didn't check the payment. Let me just quickly check. Was it detailed? 2 payments. Okay, Nita. Oh, there's your payment. Okay, so we've got, oh, that's a private reading. Then we had the one from yesterday. Then we've got Meh, Crystal with detailed, and Nita is detailed. Was it detailed? General detailed reading? Okay, on to Crystal. Thank you guys, thank you for the donations, much appreciated. I've swapped the watch to the hand I used to always have it on, because this burn thing I've got here, I'm getting all rashes, and yeah, I think the sticky plaster thing, I've cut it off today because I'm getting really irritated from the sticky plaster. And the watch sits right there and it's really annoying me, so yeah, I've swapped sides, so I'm getting used to this, because I've been wearing it for years on here and now it's over here. All right, and you want to know the reason I swapped it? I used to go to a Bowen therapist and energy healer, and every time my sister bought me a watch for Christmas or my birthday, or my husband bought me a watch and I wore it on this wrist, after a couple of months or even a couple of weeks it wouldn't work, and I couldn't work out why it wouldn't work. And she said to me to swap it to this wrist because the energy coming through the left hand can interfere with the watch. And ever since I swapped to this wrist, when I used to have a normal watch, not a digital watch, the watches never broke anymore. They never stopped working anymore. Because I would take it to the shop and they say there's nothing wrong with it. As soon as I put it back on my hand, it wouldn't work. So it was really, really weird. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else knows about that, but yeah, this person was an energy healer. She did Reiki, she did Bowen therapy, energy healing and massage techniques and everything. And I need James. James would know what I'm talking about. But yeah, she said that wearing it on this can literally, with people with the energy and what I do, it can actually go through to the technology or something. I don't know. But all I know is that when I swapped to this one, it worked. All right, so Chris, we're looking about Shannon. Oh, so let me just read on here. What did you say about Shannon? What's happened with Shannon now? Update on Shannon, thanks. Oh, okay, so nothing happened, you just want an update. Okay, Crystal and Shannon. What does Shannon want to discuss? Let me just scroll back. Okay, that's what you've been saying all along. What does Shannon want to discuss? What does Shannon want to discuss with Crystal? Hopefully it's not going to rain, guys, because if it rains and that roof doesn't shut, I'm going to have to move out of here. Now, it is 11:30, guys, so Crystal, I'll leave you in charge of putting up a thing to say, if you make a payment and Betty has to go offline because of whatever, please send her an email ASAP. If you're making a donation, be aware that she may have to do a recording at her convenience and send it to you. Because just because I go offline here doesn't mean, like yesterday, I couldn't do all the readings and send them because it just wasn't convenient in this club. All right, some of them I got done and the other ones I couldn't get them done. And plus my YouTube was saying I was on live when I wasn't. All right, Crystal and Shannon. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's show you the first row. Now the first row, as you know, it's supposed to be the past or the challenges with you and Shannon. There isn't any. We haven't got a challenge here. We've got somebody, this is usually about, if we look at this as a business selection, this would be talking about working, some kind of hidden thing about this whole working and money. It's basically like turning $1 into $10. It's like movement forward. It's also to do with property, investments, So it could be a discussion about work and money and movement and buying a house or saving up the money to be able to buy a house and things like that. It could be discussions about your house that you've just bought or the house that you're selling or that you've sold. Now, in a love context, because we do have the King of Hearts here, I feel like there's something hidden between you and Shannon. There's something unspoken. Like he might be sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I just love her so much, but he doesn't say it. So I feel like with this love and passion sitting next to this hidden kind of thing, it's almost like he wants to say something, he wants to do something, he wants to say, hey, do you want to do a commitment with me? Do you want to have something solid with me? Or do you want to just go out and celebrate and have some dinner and do things together? So this can be somebody wanting to surprise you. It can be a gift as well. It can be where he's going to surprise you with a gift of some sort, possibly a piece of jewelry, a necklace, earrings, maybe a ring. This is nice. This is nice surprises from Shannon. But I do feel that Jack of Spades is sitting there to show me he's not coming out with exactly what he wants to say, but it's good, really good energy. Moving forward of where you two are going or what he might want to talk about, we have the pregnancy sequence sitting in the middle of two cards, which I'll show you in a minute. But this is fertility, 9 months, and happily ever after. Okay, so this is talking about family. Now, it could be talking about the family, his mum, his dad. It could be talking about your family. It could be talking about future and would we do this? Would we have family together? Now, can be gossip, can be misunderstanding, can be he sent you a message, the message has been misinterpreted, or you sent him something, he misinterpreted. So yeah, it starts off like that, and then it goes to this, and then we have I'm not committed to this. So it can be where you're worried that if he talks about family and being there, with his track record of however he's been over however long, you might be concerned that, is he really committed to this? Am I really committed to this? So yeah, there's conflicting situation here about what's being said and what's being hidden at the same time. I'm going to put some tarots down on the hidden energy crystal for you to see whether it's you hiding how you feel or whether it's him. So I'm just going to leave that one at the top and put some tarots on top of that one. Now, the outcome about the conversation and where things are going are pretty nice. We've got sexual connection, we got friendship, we got making moves forward with each other. Not towards the Two of Hearts. I would have liked to seen the Two of Hearts here, or the Queen of Hearts, or the King of Hearts, or even the Jack of Hearts. We've got this sitting on the side. Now, I'm feeling that this is representing your mother or father, or his mother or father. So this is two people coming up with a plan to, let's just be friends. Let's have some comfort. Let's hang around each other. Let's go places. Let's do things the right way. Let's make plans for what we want to do. Let's take it slow. We got 6, 6, and we got a black 6 sitting here. So there's two things I'm getting here. Either this is some sort of fly in the ointment, because if this was red, this is perfect. But nothing's perfect. So I feel this can be somebody else saying this is not the right journey for you. This is not the right journey for him. This is not the right timing. Okay? The other way of looking at it is this is somebody trying to scream at you from the other side, something to do with June 6, 12 or 18. That might be when they were born or when they died. Also, if If it is somebody from the other side, it's showing a brief illness, like a small illness. A small illness to me would be somebody that lived a long life, fairly healthy, and then they had caught pneumonia or something, and you know, it was quick, they're gone. I think that if that's the message, they're saying you two need to start something with each other. Now, there's a big pregnancy feel in this whole reading. Pregnancy, babies, yeah. All right, so as expected, as promised, I want to shuffle and just say, please clarify about this secret energy that came out in the reading with Shannon. What's being hidden here? What does Crystal need to know? And what else is going to be talked about? Hey, Lisa, hopefully everything's sorted out for you. You've been going through some tough times there. All right, here we go. What else does Crystal need to know? Opposite cards. So when I said, what's this hidden energy? Remember I said that maybe it's you or him just not opening up, not letting your heart come out? We've got the lovers. The hidden energy is the lovers, the soulmate, the connection, the kismet, the karma, whatever. The two people, lovers, that's what's hidden. Why is it hidden? Because of fear. Fear of betrayal, fear of third party, fear of it's not this, it's not just two people, it's going to not work. So that's what the hidden energy is. So I don't know who that's coming from, but that's what it's showing me. All right, Crystal, we still got a minute or so to go. Yeah, a minute or so to go. So what we'll do now is we'll do 3 rows of 3 with the tarot with them ones left out. What's going to go down for Crystal? What else does she need to know about Shannon right now? What else does Crystal need to know about Shannon right now? Oh, so that's 2 mini readings for Nita, because that payment is 2 mini readings. It's either one general, one thing, or whatever. I'll check that in a minute, Sophie. Athena is Sophie. Crystal, what does she need to know about Shannon's movements, Shannon's intentions? What's he want to talk about? What's he want? I feel like putting a bomb under Shannon and say, come on, do it or don't, you know? I feel like you two would be so good together if you can get it off the ground. Okay, so with Shannon, the first 3 cards out, victory, success, talking about victory and success. Now, you did have that 10 of diamonds, ace of diamonds, all of that sort of stuff. So that can be about work, money, all of that. There's something bothering him. Got 7 of swords and 9 of swords here. Something that's getting increasingly... He might be worried that he's losing contact with you, or he's losing the chance to be with you, or he's not ready to do it, but he doesn't want to lose you at the same time. So I'm feeling like there's some kind of fear thing going on here. He also feels that things are too much. Now, if this was 10 of clubs and 6 of diamonds, I'd say that this is where he's overloaded with work and that, but he's not getting the money he deserves. But with the tarots, this is some kind of pressure and overload. And then this is feeling like either you're only giving him pennies, not in money, but you're only giving him breadcrumbs, or he's only giving you breadcrumbs, not really fully divulging anything. Again, with a secret energy, which we've just seen what that was. But your bottom row, look at what your bottom row is. Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups, and Judgment. To me, Judgment is victory, success, something being strong and bounded. So he may want to talk about a future with you. I just feel if you two brought this together, I feel there'd be a lot of happiness, a beautiful family, but not just with him, but I feel if you and Shannon brought this thing together and just see it through, I just think it would be good. Bottom of the deck, the buzz is gone, but we'll keep going. We've got something final, something finished, something done, but it can be an exploration. Wanting to say, would you like to do this? Do you want to do that? And we got somebody not really being themselves here with the upside down knight. It can be impulsive energy as well, and also something that Channon's doing to himself here. He's going around in circles in his own mind. Now, I can't remember, did you tell me a while ago that Channon does have some kind of like an anxiety or a sort of a mismatched balance thing? Is it Channon that's like that? Because maybe that's why I'm getting it like that. It's like where he wants to say something, something's really positive, but then there's this, it's like, I'm going to go buy a motorcycle and I'm going to ride this motorcycle across Australia. And I'm telling everybody about it. And I'm dead set about it. And then I go home and I go, oh, what if I haven't got the money? What if the motorcycle breaks down? Or what if people don't want me to do that? And it's like, that's what I feel with Channon when I read about Channon. I want Crystal, I want to do this stuff with Crystal. Oh, but what if she doesn't want me? What if somebody else wants her? What if she's talking to somebody else? What if we don't have a baby? It's like, I feel like it's backwards and forwards with him. What's going on there? Yeah, Nina, really Chris and this Channon, they got a soul connection. They're just, it goes on and off. It's a soul connection, and I just keep feeling that he really, really wants, but then he backs off for whatever reason. I feel like some of it might be fantasy in his head where he backs off for a reason that doesn't exist, sort of thing. Anyway, Chris, let's do the last bit. Last bit for Chris. Okay, Chris, so this will just be energy reads. I'll say the yes and no. I don't really like doing the yes and no anymore. We're going to do 2 from here, and then we'll just do a couple of cards which may have the yes or no from over there. Show me what else Crystal needs to see. What's the energy around what she's thinking about? 2 situations. Energy number 1. Situation number 2, Crystal's thinking about. Energy number 2. Okay, if we did yes and no, we got no, yes and maybe. If we did yes and no on your second one, we've got maybe, yes and no. So we can't get yes and no anyway. Energy reading. Something is like this big bloody mountain where you're going, I want to get up there, I want to get over to the other side. What's this blocking my path? Then we have this being very content and happy. This can be a celebration in your own home. This can be going to somebody else's home. It can be cooking food together, relaxing on the couch together. Really nice energy here. And we got something where it's on hold while you find the direction of where this thing's going to go. This is usually you finally found the direction of where this needs to go. Then at the bottom we have a protection kind of card here. It can be stubborn energy, but we got something where somebody's protecting their physical being, their mental being, their spiritual being. Somebody's protecting here. I don't know if it's you protecting yourself from things or him protecting, or both. Okay, so again, it's some kind of barrier. We do have grounding, we have growth, and we have stability here. This is very, very nice energy. This is all about growth and harmony. It's like the tree of life, but it's also to do with money and financial situation being very stable and long-term commitment with financial things. Then we have the sneaky sly snake. Don't know why this is here. There's one alternate reason this could be here. This could represent the doctor and medical things that you need to know. It could be about medication or something. But yeah, generally speaking, the snake is usually someone stabbing in the back or prongs coming out. And I usually pick up on female energy with that, not male. All right, Crystal, we'll just quickly do these and then we're on to Nita with a detailed reading. Where's my pen gone? It's stuck to the magnet on the phone. We'll just quickly do these, and then we're on to it. 2 questions, wasn't it? 2 minis for Nita. Oh, there's 2 payments, 2 detailed readings. I'll go and check that. Okay, Chris, think about yes and no, because it can come out here, but this is just basically some more messages. Yeah, if he doesn't come out with something soon, I've got this sneaking suspicion that Crystal's going to be married with babies on her bosom, and, you know, and Shannon's going to be sitting there going, that could have been my life. You know, that's what I think. Okay, so your 2 things, your 2 questions, your second one gets a yes, whatever you're thinking about, Chris. The first one doesn't have an answer. So your last messages are, because you had, it looks like yes there. Leaving a job and starting a new one, messages for you. You can do this, and travel is showing up for you. Career change coming out twice, so you're going to be changing jobs, and something may not be true. So you've got to get to the bottom of something. All right, Crystal, let me just check. Thank you, Chris. Wow, what was that? Oh, you know what I thought it said? I thought it was $100 and something donation. I was going to go, what the hell is that? But no, I read it wrong. It's $10. It's, yeah, not that. All right, we have 2 detailed for Nita. Then we have Sophie with a mini. Then we have Brenda with a detailed or 2 minis. Brenda, can you confirm what that's for? Don't know whether that's 2 minis or a detailed reading for Brenda. Then we have Bethel. Welcome back, Bethel. There you are. Now, sorry guys about yesterday. Apparently it was showing everybody that I was still online when I wasn't. Everybody needs to now know that it is now 10 to 12. So if you have made payments, Bethel, you've done it before. Brenda, you've done it before. Sophie, you haven't done it before. Nita, you have done it before. So Nita, Sophie, Brenda and Bethel, I will get all of you to send me an email with your question in case I don't get it done here. The email, can I have you email mine? Okay, Brenda, so you want yours emailed, not done online. And Brenda, was it for 2 or 1? Brenda, a detail and a yes and no. Okay, so Brenda's is detailed. You'll get 3 yes and no's or 4 yes and no's with that anyway, Brenda. Yes and no, and we're going to email hers. I'll just put an E there in a circle. Okay, Brenda, so email me your question, please. Sophie, Sophie, you're after 2 detailed readings, so I'm going to probably be busy for the next half hour doing that one. Bethel, I'll contact you in Messenger. Yeah, 24 Australian dollars. Australian dollars. AUD to USD. $24. Yeah, so that's $15.60 in American dollars. So basically you've paid your 12 for your detailed. It works out at about $16. So you've paid for 2 yes and no's. So you've paid for the 2 yes and no's. Okay, let me just write this down, Brenda. Brenda, $12 detail, email, and 2 times $2 yes and no, but you'll also get 2 energy readings in the detailed reading, okay? So you'll also get that, plus the 2 yes and no's on a separate issue. So Brenda, email me what it is you're wanting, and I've got that written down, so we'll cross you out off the list for the live. Sophie, I might not get yours done. So Sophie, I need you to send me an email. Can Nina or Chris, can you explain to Sophie which is Athena Hera? She may need to go to work. My question is Athena, which is Sophie. Athena, I need you to email me that question so that I can return your, if I have to do it not on the live, if I have to do it in a recording, I need somewhere to send it. The only other thing I can do, well, I can't do that. If people come in here for lunch, I can't keep going, okay? So the only other thing I can do, Sophie, if you don't want to send me an email for me to email a private reading recording to you, I'll just I'll transfer your payment back to you, but it will be missing what they took off me. So whatever I've received in there, let's say you paid $20, but I only got $19.20, I'll reverse the $19.20 back. Okay, that's how it works. So yeah, so be aware of that, people. All right. So Chris, okay, Chris is putting the message up there. Chris, maybe put big red crosses or something on that so people take notice of what you're saying there. I'll keep reminding people. All right, so let's get on to Nita before people start rocking in here for lunch. So basically I need Sophie, Brenda and Bethel all to email me in case I don't get the readings done. If we're lucky, nobody will come in here because they are doing a funeral or something next to me here. So I don't think the people are going to want to come in here and sit and chit chat if they're doing a funeral thing in there. All right, so first question for Nita. The first reading is a general reading. Second reading, you want to know what John's true intentions are towards you, and you are Leo. Leo, John, intention, plus detailed general. All right, here we go. So everybody, before I press this button, if you do not want it emailed and you're happy to wait till next time I'm live tomorrow, I'll do your reading first tomorrow when I'm live. So you've got three options. If you paid and I can't do the reading because people come in here, one option, email me. When I get time, I'll record it and I'll send your reading to you. Option number two, I reverse the money. If you've used PayPal, I reverse the money back to you. Option number three, you can have your reading done when I go live the next time, which should be tomorrow. Not promising anything, but the next time I go live, your reading will be done first up. That's what I did this morning. I did Nina's reading from yesterday, this morning, first when I got online, okay? So there's three options there. Money back, email reading, or next time live, your reading gets done first. So yeah, you've got three options there, guys. If you pay with SUPACHAT, however, I cannot return the money. All I can do is email reading or next time we're live, okay? You'll email me, Sophie? Okay, we may get it done, but just email in case we don't. All right, here we go with Nita's reading, general messages for Nita, and she is Leo. What's coming towards Nita? What messages does she need to hear today? What's coming towards Nita? And thank you so much for these donations, everybody. I really, really appreciate it. You keep me working, you keep me in business. This is my job. I used to have a day job where I did accounts for the last 20-something years, maybe 30 years. And I'm so glad I don't do that anymore. I mean, I did this for 40 years, but I didn't do this as my business. Nita, messages for Nita. Nita, I'm going to focus on everything. Career, health, love. Yeah, let's see. Money. What's coming towards Nita? What's your challenges? What's coming? What's your outcome? You've got some heavy-duty challenges, unfortunately, Nita. Okay. So in your challenge area or the past, we got a lot of stress, we got a lot of anger, we got a lot of frustration, and it's all coming from this particular individual. This person can be like the Knight of Wands. It can be player energy. Now, on the good note, this person can be somebody hardworking, very attracted to you. They could be all about their physical well-being. They could play sports, whatever. It could be a child as well. But whoever this individual is, now it can, on a totally different note, it can simply mean travel or a job, a new job. If it is whatever that represents, this is a lot of challenges and a lot of stress. There's something to do with a government or official kind of thing here. Now, let's say this is about health and well-being, being on some kind of health kit, trying to get better. This would represent going to hospital. Now, it's not showing illness, but it's showing pain or injury. Possible some kind of surgery that happened before and some kind of pain or injury here. Now, the other way of looking at it, this is about a new job and something coming to an end here. Whatever this all is, it's quite stressful. Now, I've got somebody in the room here, so I'm just going to pause at the moment. Nita. So Nita, Sophie, Brenda, and Bethel, I'm going to get you guys to email me. Yeah, so Nita, I'll get you to email me your 2 questions. Hang on a sec. Okay, she's gone out of here now. What she did was she turned off the TV in here for some reason. I'm not sure, but they're preparing everything in there with coffee and tea, so I'm assuming that's to do with a funeral. So Nita, I've got all your cards out, so we're going to keep going. She's not in here, but I'm thinking that the second reading about John the Leo, did you say that John was the Leo? Oh, you're a Leo. We don't have his star sign, so Nita is the Leo, not John. Your mother just had surgery. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's get this first reading done. There may be some stress and drama and pain and problems around what she's had done. Okay, and the reason it's coming out in your reading, I feel like you're going to be heavily involved with trying to help her out, possibly with her mental well-being as well. She may be in pain in her mind and like, oh, I've just had this surgery, now I can't do this, or now I can't do that, and you're trying to tell her it's okay, take it one day at a time. He's a Gemini. Okay, thank you. Nita, I'm going to get you to email me anyway, just in case, because I think they're going to come in here very soon. All right, let's keep going. Coming towards you, so I'm not going to lie, the first section looks like there's a lot of stress coming towards you, a lot of being busy, being frustrated, being angry, and there's some kind of government thing there as well. I feel like in a present job that you're doing, you've had enough. You want to leave. You're done. You've got some new opportunity coming up, possibly getting a new car, a new job, a new investment, something like that. There is somebody that you're cutting out here. You're going, I've had enough of you and your troubles. You're also going to some kind of celebration here. So it's very up and down what's coming towards you. Looking at this as a health-related matter, there is a small illness. You need to get to the bottom of it. What you think is causing the problem might be hidden. So let's say you've been frequently getting a headache, or you've frequently been getting a weird pain in your side, and you just think it's something that you ate, or that you're tired if you're getting headaches, or the glasses, or whatever. There may be something hidden and it's small, and it will get sorted out. There may be a need for a new medication, a new diet, whatever. In relationships with this reading, I'm looking at somebody telling you what you feel is the truth, but there's something very hidden with what they're saying. So this is opposite ends of what's going on here. There is a lot of love associated with something that doesn't make sense to you. So you're wondering, why is this person being this way, but then they're giving me all this love and affection? Because this is where you feel really contented, happy, you feel like you're fully involved in this situation with this person. I don't even think it's a relationship. I think it's more about a connection that you have, maybe with more than one person. But then you feel that they're not really being true about what they're doing, and you also feel that somebody else is influencing this person. So let's say you go out with a group of friends and it feels beautiful, feels wonderful. Somebody makes you feel like they don't want you there, or you feel that you don't want that particular person there. Because this is usually where you shut somebody out. And you shut them out because there's been some sort of lie going on here. That's your ex, you're confused about what's going on with him. Is John the Gemini? Is it Gemini? John the Gemini. You're a Leo. Have we got a star sign on John? Because I haven't wrote it down properly. Yeah, he's a Gemini. Okay, I've wrote Gemini. Nita, John, Gemini, and Leo for you. Okay, let's keep going. I'll give you an extra couple of minutes. All right, so yeah, this is frustrating. This energy here is frustrating, but it's better than the first energy. First energy is completely black. This is stress, this is wanting to scream, wanting something over and done with, finished, had enough. There's some kind of playful energy that it's like putting, here we all are having a good time, and it starts pelting it down rain. That's what that energy feels like. This is up and down energy. This is invitation, working well, happy, money coming in, not too much money, but feeling quite secure. This is getting confused about somebody's actions. This is feeling really loved and happy and everything going well again, feeling like you fit. And this is like, I'm done. I need to cut this person out. This person just continues to lie or gaslight me or whatever. So yeah, that's that kind of energy. Then what else do we have coming towards you? After some kind of confusion here and gossip and whatever, we have something very beautiful coming. Very beautiful. This is worth the wait, Nita. This is somebody wanting to make plans with you. Now, on a job sense, this would be a lot of work on its way, but it's going to be beneficial to you. This is money changing direction. This could be where you're living right now. You might be branching out and going to be living somewhere else, or somebody might be coming towards you to live near you. In regards to work though, this is being contented in your job after a struggle. So in medical terms, this would be a very heavy duty illness that gets resolved. So someone might have a lesion on their body, they find out that it's a cancerous lesion. This would be where it's resolved. It's removed, whatever, it's resolved, it's okay. There's something to do with hereditary and illness here as well. But work related, this is a good outcome. Relationship related, this is a good outcome. This guy can stand for somebody very secretive, but it also could just stand for somebody that's shy, somebody that's very quiet, they think a lot. This person would have black hair or very dark brown hair and dark features. This person possibly works in the military, the police, a law office, a government job. This person, they think and they do. They take action. They're not slow about what they want. I feel like somebody's coming towards you and bringing you a lot of happiness here, Nita. I really like this. So that's what we've got there. Let's move on. I'm going to set that for another 3 minutes because I was talking about other stuff. Okay, so let's quickly do some tarots here. 333 of the tarots. What else does Nita need to know? What else does Nita need to know? Now, so far we're doing well. There's nobody coming in here for lunch. There's a lot of people, they've set up the room next door. They've got private function everywhere. Now, the people using that function area will come in here as well. So that's the problem I have, especially if it's a big funeral. Anyway, here we go. Nita, what else does she need to know? Trust, trust, trust in what you feel. Now, it was shown to me about, look this up, I'm not going to go into details about it now, and this is for everybody watching. Look up muscle testing. I can't remember if it's to do with Reiki or energy healing or kinesiology. I think it's kinesiology. But it was presented to me about 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and I didn't sort of put much into it. And basically, just to show you an example, I could say, is this what I should drink? Should I drink this? Is this good for me? And you close your eyes, and if you move forward, yes. If I go like this, no, I shouldn't drink this. So you can use it for those sorts of things. But there's all types of muscle testing. You can link fingers, you can press on fingers, you can put your arm out and somebody tries to push it down. But look it up when you want to ask, like, is this true? Is this false? It's like a pendulum, where the pendulum goes in circles to mean yes and goes backwards and forwards to mean no. Okay, so yeah, anyway, look that thing up. So what have we got for you? The reason I said that was maybe you need to confirm some things, and that's one way of doing it. Another way for everybody watching, get a poker deck, shuffle them up, ask your questions, and put down 7 cards. If more of them are red, take out the jokers. If more of them are red, it's yes. If more of them are black, it's no. If it's a 50-50 situation, which you shouldn't get because you've got 7 cards, it's a maybe. So let's say you get 10s and 7s and you get 1 queen, that would be a maybe. If you've got 3 black, 3 red, and then you've got a queen sitting in the middle, it'll be a maybe. All right? That's how it works. All right, what other messages have we got for you, Nita? Trust in your own instincts. I feel that you're going to take your own power back. Now, Emperor could be somebody trying to push you around, trying to make you sway your decision, but I feel this is you stepping into your own power. You also got something to do with healing here. There's a lot of healing and health matters coming out in your reading. I feel like it's not only your mum, it may be something else. You've then got finishing something up. This is normally where somebody retires or somebody finishes a job and gets a payout. It can be inheritance. It can be also some kind of court payment decision. You're being told about patience and timing. Everything will happen when it needs. If you've got a wish right now, the wish is coming true. We also have where you're making a firm decision here. You've got the Hierophant here. I'm getting a feel about you going and doing something that's legally, rightfully yours. So you're stipulating, this is what I'm entitled to, this is what I'm going to get. Whether it's to do with medical treatment or getting something for your mother or getting some kind of payment that you deserve. I just feel like with the Hierophant and this here and that judge and jury sitting up the top there, I feel like something's going to finally come to pass. And you've got a situation growing in a good direction now. Love related didn't really come out here. The star signs I'm seeing here are Aries, Aquarius, Virgo, and Leo, and Taurus. So all of those star signs come out in that. Okay, the buzzer's gone again. So just to finish off this reading, we'll do 2 energy readings. We can try and do a yes and no, but we'll see. Up next would be Nita with her second reading. What's happening there? Why have we got Athena's question on? Is she not doing a thing? Is Nita, am I going to do your second one after Athena? Please sort that out. I'm not sure what's going on there because we got 2 readings for Nita. Okay, so this is energy readings. You can think about what's the energy between me and John the Gemini. Okay, so you can be thinking about that, or you can be asking yes and no. So either way, you get 2 yes and no's, and the energy reading at the same time. So first situation, in regards to yes and no, you've got no, yes, yes. So it's more leaning towards a yes. Second situation, we got maybe, yes, yes. So it's pretty much a yes with the second one and maybe yes with the first one. All right, your last messages, your energy reading for the first and the second is quite positive. Your first two cards on both of them is struggles. This is trying to get somebody to help you or trying to get something working. This here is trying to get the right information, the truth coming out. Then your first situation, the energy is love, support, it can be sexual and desire here, and home and comfort. So we got this here. Normally this means about a pregnancy as well. Can mean fertility is in the wings for somebody. And the other energies here at the bottom, just to finish off your reading, is news that you've been waiting on is finally coming in, and you being yourself. This is you. You're also, this can be supporting someone and nurturing someone. It's kind of like the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles rolled into one. But it also can be about loving energy. You've accepted the flower from somebody. You've accepted the gift from somebody. But it's also about nurturing yourself. But you've got news finally coming towards you, Nita. All right, so what are we doing here, guys? Let me just scroll back. Okay, what's happening? Why have I got Athena, which is Sophie? Why have I got Sophie's reading on here? Okay, Nita, if it's okay with you, nice to meet you too, Miller. Welcome to the room. I'm probably going to be going offline soon because there's a function going on right next door to me, and I think it's a funeral, a wake. Nita, are you okay with me if I have to recording yours and I will do Sophie's reading next because it's on the screen? I'm not sure why it's on the screen. Nobody's telling me why it's on the screen because you were supposed to be next with your second reading. So if Nita, if you're okay, because I have had emails from you before and I've done recordings for you before. Yeah, Athena is Sophie, but Sophie wasn't until I've got Nita. I've got two readings, detailed readings for Nita. Well, Sophie said she was going to email me, didn't she? She said she would email me in case I have to go offline. All right, I'm going to move on to Nita's second reading. Okay, so disregard all of that. Nita's second reading, which is about John, the Gemini. What was the question? Yeah, Nita's next. Nita's next. Thank you, Chris. Where's Nita? Oh, it looks like we've had some trolls in the room today. True intentions. Okay, so you're Leo, he's Gemini. True intentions for Nita and John. Hopefully we get this reading done. Close the room, girls. We're finished for the day. Unless anybody wants to make a donation and wait for their reading to be recorded, but we're finished for the day. We have Nita's second reading, followed by Sophie with a mini reading, followed by Brenda with a detailed reading and some two yes and no's, and then we have Bethel. I don't think I'm going to get all of them done on the live, but we'll see how we go. So anybody else that's wanting readings now, you will have to make a donation and wait in line for a recording. I'm only going to do those ones online live if I can. Okay. The rest, anybody else paying from now will have to have a recorded reading or wait till tomorrow. Okay? All right, here we go. Nita, second reading. Nita, the Leo, would like to know, how does John, the Gemini, what's his intentions towards Nita? What's going to go on there? What's John, the Gemini's intentions towards Nita, the Leo? What's John, the Gemini's intentions towards Nita, the Leo? Okay, good luck on this. Not sure who John is to you, whether he's something new or something old. I'd have to say that this is really good energy. Now, it starts off really super good. What's his intentions? What's he think? What's he feel? This is like perfection. Beautiful energy. This normally represents a marriage, a commitment, a lot of love, heart involved, wanting to support. The two twos are two people both equal parts in this relationship. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So there's nothing negative there about him. There's nothing bad about him. I feel he's coming towards you with truth, honesty, balance, a lot of love, a lot of affection. I feel also this is how you feel about him, that you're waiting to open up that doorway to him. Now, moving along of what might eventuate between the two of you, I don't think this female here is you. I think that there is some female still attached to John. And I think that you're trying to learn something, you're trying to find out something here, because this is like something's hidden. It's not super bad, but it's definitely something hidden. I feel that John has an attachment to her where he owes her. Let's say John was married to whoever she is and they had a couple of kids. I feel he has a financial responsibility to her, but no love and affection left with that commitment. And I think that bothers you that she's there because you're not sure whether, let's say he's got an ex and there's some kids or no kids, and he says, I'm still financially responsible. I've got to pay her rent, or I've got to pay for the food, or I've got to pay for the kids. I feel that you're very wary as to whether when he's with you, oh yeah, it feels wonderful, amazing, me and him. When he has to go and oh, she passed. Okay, so there's still an attachment there. That is a bit of a problem. It can represent his fears if she's gone. This could be his fear of, like, yeah, because when someone dies, if there's something unresolved between the two of them, if they had a great relationship and then they're gone, if they had a horrible relationship and he wanted out, I just feel this is all around her, the commitment he had to her, and that there's still an attachment there. And that's kind of stepping in because it's clouding this. You and him could have something really, really great, but this is clouding it. It's stepping over it. And then the outcome with you and him is no solid commitment just now. Yeah, so he hasn't healed. No solid commitment will come from him just now, but there is the promise of something. There is the promise. There is a lot of gossip and stuff and other people's opinions around with all of this, and there is a completion that needs to be done. He is showing up there as a promise of possibility down the track, but he's got to go through this double 10 thing. Now, I'm thinking that this would literally mean the death of a marriage, but he's actually had the death of, if she was his soulmate, he felt that they were soulmates. He's going through that. So the outcome between what his intentions are is that till death do us part with her, but the connection he still hasn't healed from prevents him from, if he can get past this and heal from this, you two could have this. So this was sitting in what's difficult for you with John. What's difficult for him to have and be with you is that, because of all of this. This is the anger he's going to feel about her loss, the sadness he's going to feel about the loss, other people, what they think about him moving on. It's a tough relationship. When I first seen these come out, I thought, wow, amazing. But then I seen all of this and she's sitting in the middle of it. And I knew that wasn't you. I knew that wasn't you as soon as I looked at it. I'm getting super, super hot in here. It must be getting really hot. At first I was worried it was going to rain out there. Now it's super hot. Oh, I just knocked 4 times. Did her death have anything to do with 4? 4 months ago, 4 years ago, April. I just knocked 4 times instead of 3. So someone made me do that. Chris is the perfect person to have a discussion with about that. She actually lost her partner, her soulmate. And yeah, I don't think you ever get, like my mum's death is years ago, 30 years ago this year. And I still, you know, you never really get over that loss, you know. She was my soulmate. You know, I've got a soulmate family. All right, here we go. Nita and John, the Gemini. What else does she need to know? Where are the intentions going? Do not rush anything. First card out is all about rushing something, rushing, diving into something. We've got the Chariot. Now, it can be Cancer star sign. So it's only 1 year. It's only 1 year. Okay. Depending on how long they were together, it could be very difficult. This is telling you, it came out first. John may be, because this is his intentions. What's he want with you? He's wanting to get over it. He's wanting to make firm decisions. He's wanting to play about and have some fun and travel and do things. He's got 2 cards about taking you on a journey, taking himself on a journey. Really nice cards here. Now, I'm feeling this is saying not to rush anything, because right beside the rushed energy was taking it one day at a time, slowing it right down. The messenger coming in and saying, we need to just do these slowly. So I feel that what will happen with you and him, he's got the healing sitting in the center of the whole reading. The Virgo card, the Hermit card is sitting in the center of this reading. The focus is the healing, baby steps. He can't make a firm decision right now. So if you're thinking, John wants me, we're a good match, but if we dive into this, will he be there in a month's time or 6 months' time? So he can't promise anything right now. His first cards to me are showing somebody exploring, traveling, making firm decisions for themselves of what they want to give and what they want to do. Then we have this slow energy, the healing energy, and I can't commit right now. Outcome cards are showing feeling a little bit left out sometimes, having a friendship and building together, and then the healing is in reverse for the final card. So that's telling me someone refusing to heal from something. This would be the healing process being accomplished through the friendship and the commitment you have with each other. But that came out in reverse, showing me this person refusing to face certain things about everything. All right, that's okay, Nita. And lastly, at bottom of the deck, and the reading's nearly finished. Lastly, we have, you need to trust in your intuition about this. There is a lot of hurt and sadness and everything sitting there, possible betrayal and that, but you have come out as the lovers. So if you can get over the hurdles and be there as a friend and a support and get to know each other on a friendship basis, maybe be travel buddies, things like that. I'm not seeing anything solid just yet, even though the first cards in the poker deck were showing me this person wants, his intentions are, you would be the next partner, but he can't give you that at the same time. All right, the buzz is going, so let's just do 2 energy readings now to finish up. Think about 2 situations, Nita. I'll try and give you a yes or no as well. First question and first energy reading is, wow, that's a straight out yes, beautiful positive energy. Second situation or yes or no for Nita. And you can do both. You can say, you might have said, what's the energy around me and him? It looks beautiful. Second situation. No, maybe, yes. So no answer on the second one as far as yes and no. So we got a yes and no answer. Now, just reading, I'll read the negative cards first and then we'll finish off on a positive note. So we have celebration, going out, having dinner, enjoyment. Then we have not too sure where it's going. And then we have this annoying and frustration card. So it can be where something else annoys you. It can also be you're not too sure about somebody, how they're acting or what they're presenting to you. The first cards, the energy reading is somebody dedicated and truthful and saying this is where we're going to go. The sun shining on this situation and then news coming in that you've been waiting for. Beautiful energy there, Nita, to finish off the reading. Okay, Sophie, we're up next with Sophie with a mini read for Sophie. And Sophie's question is George's ex-girlfriend Elsa trying to ruin the relationship? Okay, Sophie, let's have a look. Don't you hate it when somebody on the outside of something good tries to just butt in where they don't belong? You know, go get your own man. All right, it is 12:30 and I think because, like I said, because there's going to be something in there very, very soon. I don't think they'll come in here for lunch because of that reason. Fingers crossed I can stay online and get all these readings done. Bethel, I don't know if you're there and you're watching. And Brenda, hopefully we've got Brenda's question and Bethel's question. So Brenda and Bethel, apart from sending it to me in email, I've just seen a worker looking in here. She's seeing what I'm doing and she's going in another section, so they may be coming in here. I've spoke too soon. So Bethel, Brenda, Sophie, hopefully you've sent me emails. Bethel, send me a message on Messenger and I may be doing your readings then, but please put your questions here on the screen in case I can get them done as well. All right, here we go with a mini read for Sophie. Sophie wants to know, what's George's ex-girlfriend Elsa's connection to George? That's how I'm going to ask it. Because if it shows me particular cards, it will mean she's trying to butt in. She's trying to be a third party. Okay? So show me the energy. Is Elsa trying to ruin the connection between George and Sophie? Is Elsa trying to ruin George and Sophie's connection? All right. Anything she tries to do, let me just say this, anything she does try to do will not work. George is not interested. She's an ex for a reason. You're in his life now, and she's an ex. She is trying to lie. I was looking for a 3, which represents a third party. If it was a successful third party, I would see 2 red 3s or a red and a black 3. 1 3 came out and it's black. We also have these 3 together represent putting a sexual energy out there. This represents somebody shoving somebody out of the picture. Now it can represent, because I'm asking, is she trying to butt in? Is she trying to push you out? She can try, but what I get for George is the King of Hearts, who is not looking in the direction. He's looking at you, all right? And he's looking at you with this, love and affection and stability. This is beautiful. So this is not about, if I'm looking at something sinister and nasty, it will come out black, all right? So this is something beautiful here. So is she trying to ruin this? Here she is in the middle of the reading. Black, nasty, doing the wrong thing, being very, I need you to talk to me, I can't cope with this, or whatever. So I feel like she may be trying to force a change of situation here. The reason I said it's not going to work is everything's black. So is she trying to do something? I feel she is. I feel she's using something to do with what he did to her, that he hurt her, or when they were together, when something went wrong, he would always fix that up. So can we maybe just have a friendship or something? He's not interested. He's not interested. And he's not interested because she's lied in the past. This is telling me about something to do with someone lying. So in answer to your main question, your mini question, you asked whether she was trying to ruin the relationship. I feel she's trying to think up something. So let's just see what the tarots have to say about this. She's been stalking you at this time. Okay. If you mean she's stalking you by looking at your Facebook and all of that, make sure that you and George have blocked the Facebook, and also on Facebook it says allow friends of friends. Block that. That way someone who's on your list that happens to be on her list, she can look in through them. You probably already know this. And any other social media platforms, just put them all on private. She'll get frustrated, she won't be able to do anything. All right, so here we go. What's going on with this Elsa? What's her intentions? What's she trying to do to George and Sophie? George the Gemini. Wow. She has the Hermit. This is about somebody at home, healing, sad. She wants to make a decision. She can't make a decision. She doesn't know what to do. And she wants emotional detachment. She wants to... It's like she knows she needs to emotionally detach from him, but she won't. Whatever you two are doing, if you are planning a trip to San Francisco, she's thinking me and him were supposed to do that. If you're planning on buying a boat and traveling around Greek islands, she's thinking me and him were supposed to do that. So she's trying to emotionally detach, but she's also being the Ice Queen. James, you're there. I was asking a question that you could probably answer before I talk about it in a minute. She feels that she's trying to break in, and she's going to take her time with this. This is someone taking their time, planning, scheming, looking at the situation. The Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Diamonds. That is a bitch. That is somebody sharp, angry, someone pushy. But in the tarot, it's somebody healing and somebody, so I just feel that she's got two cards about healing and everything. She may try to get in contact with him to say, I've been to a doctor, the doctor said blah, blah, blah. You need to help me with this. So I feel she may be trying to plan something. She sees that you two are in this lover's embrace. She wants it. And she's also looking at this whole betrayal thing. So I feel that this is her, yes, definitely thinking that she can worm her way in there. James, I've closed the donations, but what I'm doing is the donations and then doing recorded readings for people. At the moment, nobody's in here, so if you want to make a donation, I'll put you on the list and we'll see how we go. Okay, so that was Sophie's mini. That is finished. Sophie, we're just going to do one energy reading now. 7 years ago. Wow. She must really, really be holding on there then. She's probably gone through something where she's now thinking all about him and how wonderful it would be if he was back in her life. And so she's gone down memory lane. Anyway, this is energy reading for you. Just think about yes and no, but energy around a certain thing just to finish off. And thank you for your donation. the energy is positive and confusing. So, and yes, maybe. So we've got a maybe yes situation to whatever you're thinking about there, Sophie. This energy here is all about being out there, being noticed, being adored and whatever. This energy here is where you're trying to accomplish something, you're trying to get here. At the moment, you've got to take baby steps and just move along slowly. Over here, it's talking about taking a chance. And on that note, guys, that is the last reading for now. So Brenda, I need an email from Brenda. And Bethel, I need a message. And James, I will get yours. So James, you send me yours in WhatsApp. So I'm going to pack up here. I'm going to go get myself probably something to eat and drink, or at least get a hot drink. And then I'll get set up elsewhere. I was going to go next door, but they've got something in there. So I'll get set up and I'll get on with the rest of the donations for the day. Thank you to everybody that donated today. Thank you to my moderators for helping out all day. Really appreciate your time and your energy. James, just before I go, I'll tell you in WhatsApp, but I was talking about muscle testing to get a question answered, where you basically, like, if this was a bottle of tablets and I didn't know whether I should take them or not, you hold on to them and you say, is this right for me? And if you sway forward, it means yes. If you sway backwards, it means no. But there's also things to do with muscle testing, with pushing your fingers, pushing the arm down and all of that. If you've got any knowledge around that, share it with us next time I'm live. Okay, I'll be live again tomorrow, hopefully. Fingers crossed that I can get in this room and we can do some more readings. If you want a reading and you've missed out today, please be online when I get online. I should be online around 10:30, 11 o'clock my time, Friday. So look up Sydney, 10:30 in the morning on Friday, and you'll know what time it is for you. Okay, so if you're in New York, I think that 10:30 is about 6:30 in the day, in the night. And if you're on San Francisco side or the other side, California side or whatever, I'm not too sure. So I think whatever time it is in New York, it's around 6:30 when I get online, 6:30 or 7 o'clock in New York. That's what time, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are in the world. Okay guys, I've got to get out of here. Everybody's in here having their lunch. I was planning on staying online and putting the hearing aids in and keep going, but I can't because there's more and more of them coming in and it's going to get loud. All right, bye for now. Thank you to all the donators, and I will get these readings done.